Great wine. I think it's time to celebrate, don't you? Come on, everybody, let's get his website lit up tonight. I'm anxious to hear what happens when all you all start shopping at stonemercantile.com. Now, right now, what we're going to do is talk about vintage wine. This is a discovery sampler, a discovery wine sampler. I'm going to get a little drink of water. Here it goes. So what we're talking about is a unique pack-up that was put together thanks to customer requests. You told us that you love sweet wines, so we included 2 different sweets. Then you told us you loved whites and reds, so we included those as well. We're giving you more choices tonight, and it's all based on what you asked for. Now, already today, 4,500 sets of this wine have been ordered. 2,500, beg your pardon, 2,500, just today. That's a lot of wine for a lot of people who are loving these varietals. Now, you may buy 3 of just the 2018 California Moscato, only 280 in the 3-bottle count, or you may buy another white, which is called Fusion White, 290 there. Then we get into our whites, and this is the Pinot Grigio from California, 150. The 3 of the Chardonnay from California, 190. 3 of the red wine blend, 300, and finally the big bold red, the Cabernet Sauvignon, 500. Now, for the first time ever, we're going to offer you a 12-bottle case of all sweet wine. What? Sweet wine? What? 6 of the Moscato and 6 of the Fusion White, but I have only 200 in the sweet 12-pack. In the 12-pack white, the medium, well, we're calling these medium whites. 6 dozen, and you get 6 of the Pinot Grigio and 6 of the Chardonnay. If you want the 12-pack in red, where you get 6 of the red wine blend and 6 of the Cabernet, 200 left, but our most popular tonight will be mixed, where you get 2 of every varietal. 2 of the Moscato, 2 of the white Fusion, 2 of the Chardonnay, 2 of the Pinot Grigio, 2 of the red wine blend, and 2 of the Cabernet. That's most popular. And 650 of those to go around. We've got a quick look at our delivery map, and then we'll invite in our special guest. Right now, Vintage Wine ships to 41 states, including Pennsylvania, and our most recent addition to the Vintage Wine family, Oklahoma. Now, wind isn't the only thing coming sweeping down the plane in Oklahoma. Now it's wine. This is M68481. We do have auto delivery, shipping these every 4 months for a year, and you can get the same varietals and enjoy those as well. Canceling anytime if you decide to, but locking in your price tonight. Let's invite in our vintage wine expert. Brian Doherty is here, joining us live via Skype. Good to have you with us tonight, buddy.
Cheers, David. Pleasure to join you.
So you put together just what our customers have been asking for. They've been asking for whites, sweet whites, all whites, all reds, and then the mix.
Right.
You have taken care of every palate, every taste bud, right?
That's it. We've covered the whole range. We got so many requests that a lot of the sweet wine lovers wanted to be able to get a whole 12-bottle set of sweet wine. So the only way we could do that was to create a 6-bottle set. So you get all sweet, all medium white, all red, or the mix.
Oh, I can smell this Moscato. I can smell the wonderful notes in that. It's just incredible. I always call the Moscato the welcome wine of summer, because when you and the time will come when we can welcome small groups of friends back into our homes, friends and family, and when that happens, you'll greet them with a lovely chilled glass of Moscato, or maybe this Fusion White. Tell us about the Fusion White, because that's one that we're not as familiar with.
So Fusion White is basically just a fancy name for a blend of white wines, in this case a sweet blend. We've had a lot of red blends. We haven't had a lot of white blends. This is from Windsor Vineyards. They've been around 50 years. If you like the sweet Moscato, you're going to love this Fusion White. It's got a little bit more contrast in it, but both of them are sweet wine lovers' dreams.
Well, Brian, you expedited a box of this wine to my home this week so that I could do my homework. Yeah. And I really enjoyed this Chardonnay. Now, in the medium white, you're going to get Pinot Grigio, and you also can choose the Chardonnay. Let's first talk about the Pinot, and then we'll get into the Chardonnay. The Pinot Grigio.
So Pinot Grigio is almost the perfect food wine. Think about any kind of seafood, David, any kind of chicken.
Right.
It's crisp and clean, right? It is really there to be served with food. It's just bright, great nose, fabulous wine.
Really, really perfect. Now let's talk this Chardonnay, and I must say, you know, I tend to be a fan of the white wines, and I love Chardonnays and Sauvignon Blancs. This one I tried and was really, really thrilled with its flavor, its freshness. It was crisp. It's lovely for summer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, you know, the Chardonnay is the king of the white wines. This is a perfect example of what a California Chardonnay should taste like. Aged in stainless steel. So it's got a little bit of that crisp apple, a little bit of citrus, but it is just bright California sunshine in a glass. Try this with a crab cake. Try it just as the weather gets nicer, just sit outside and pour yourself a glass. It's a nice little everyday luxury. Just fabulous.
Yeah, this one is called Lass and Lee. I think it should be called Sass and Lee. All right. Then we get into red wine. This is a red wine blend. Tell us about the blend.
Yes, so this is the Cupé. So both red wines, I should point out, are both reserve, right? So this is the Cupé Red Blend Reserve. It's a blend of 5 different red wines. So it's got a little bit of everything in it, really shows the skill of the winemaker. But if you're going to put red sauce on anything, if you're going to have a little lasagna, if you're going to have anything with a tomato sauce on it, you want to grab this red blend. It is a fabulous wine. I was blown away by it.
A little pasta bolognese would be beautiful with this. Or your beef tacos. Yeah, hello. And then if you're going to be braising short ribs or a pot roast, or you're grilling a New York strip, or like I did last night, a beautiful ribeye, this is the Cabernet Sauvignon. This is the king of the reds.
The king of the reds. And this is, again, it's a reserve Cabernet. So if you're having a ribeye, this is the perfect wine. It's 90% Cabernet. It's got, I like to say, just a little kiss of Merlot, a little kiss of Syrah to give it depth. So you get all that big, bold flavor, but no harshness. And that's the sign of a really well-made wine.
Oh, I can
the
smell
reds
it
are just
here.
fabulous.
You know, and we've said many times, Brian, don't ever cook with a wine that you wouldn't also drink. Because if you're going to pour that on those expensive short ribs you bought at the grocery store or the butcher, don't pour a cheap $5 bottle of wine on the short ribs. Pour on there what you love. Now, you may choose 3 bottles of any one of these varietals. In the 3-bottle Moscato, fewer than 200 most popular. In the Fusion White, 240. In the Pinot Grigio, now fewer than 100. In the Chardonnay, 160. That Chardonnay is fine. They should call that Sass and Lee. And then if you want the red wine blend, 300. And if you want the Cabernet, 500. Now, if you want to go with the 12-bottle set, now you can imagine how heavy a case of wine would be if you were to lug it to your car. That is even if the liquor stores are open in your state. Some states they are closed. Now, here's the 12-bottle suite. I have fewer than 100 left, where you get 6 Moscato, 6 of the White Fusion, or Fusion White. Then I've got the medium whites, where you get 6 of the Pinot and 6 of the Chardonnay, fewer than 2 dozen, fewer than 24 in that case.
Oh my gosh.
In the red, I have 175 in the 12-bottle case. And finally in the mixed, which is most popular, getting 2 of each varietal. And I have fewer than 500 remaining. We are very, very busy. Don't forget, we have auto delivery every 4 months for a year. We'll send you more great wine. So this is your opportunity to stock your wine cabinet, your wine fridge, your countertop. Keep them in the box, however you want to do it, no judgment. Just enjoy your great wines. And we've got them for you. And now they're perfect for season. And if you're someone that is a little intimidated by choosing wine, let Brian do the heavy lifting for you. That's the beauty part of this wine program.
We've tasted hundreds to pick these 6. So they each represent their varietal in its truest form. Get the mix, try them all. It's a great time at this kind of a value to try wines you haven't tried before.
Take a quick look at that delivery map again right before we wrap up, because I think a lot of people want to make sure their state is included. We delivered to 41 states, including Pennsylvania, and now the newest state to join the family, Oklahoma. So definitely check that out. Brian, a pleasure to have you with us tonight, buddy.
Thank you, David. Cheers.
All right, now, very popular today has been the 3 or 6 1-pound packages.